Once again, good day, everyone. My name is AGK Mweze, and for today we are going to be looking at Git configuration. We've seen in our previous class how we can install Git to our PC by going to website and search for download Git. Then we download it, then we install it on our PC. And we've also seen how we can create or sign up for GitHub account and create a repository. Now, I haven't said that. Let's see how we can configure our repository, because if you install Git for the first time, you need to configure it so that it will work with your GitHub. So you are linking your Git and your GitHub together so they can work hand in hand in saving your codes. Now, how do you do that? The very first thing is for you to open your command prompt. How do you open your command prompt? Go to your search and type, cmd. Go to the search button and type cmd. It's going to bring out your command prompt if you are using Windows, or if you are using type cmd. It's going to bring out the command prompt. Click on it and you have something like this. Now when you have that, you need to check first if Git is properly installed. Now how do you do that? You do that by pressing Git space minus V, which is the version. Press enter, it's going to give you the particular version. Now you have to give it a command for you to configure it. Now how do you configure it? Is by using this command git config global, git config minus global your user dot name. Then in the column, you type whatever username you use for your GitHub. You write whatever username you use for your GitHub. Then you hit enter. When you press enter, it's going to show you something just like this again. Now you have to do the same process again, but this time instead of username, you use git config minus global user dot email. Then within the quotation mark, you put your email address, is your at gmail.com. Now when you've done that, you hit enter again. Immediately do that, you have successfully configured your GitHub account to this particular Git that you have installed on your PC, because you are making use of it. Now, I haven't done that. How do we push our codes to our repository? Now, let's use this repository that we created in our previous class, and nothing is inside. When you open it, there is absolutely nothing inside this repository. If you must see how you can create a repository, please kindly check our previous video and you see how to create a repository. Now, when you create a repository for the first time, this is how you see it, because there's nothing inside. So how do we do that? We will just have to follow this command on our VS Code. Now let me go back to my VS Code. This is the code, and I want to push this particular code to this GitHub account, to this repository known as front end dev 4. Now how do I do that? The very first code is git init. Let me copy it, go back to this place and bring in my terminal. If you don't see your terminal here, how do you get it? Is by clicking on this panel here, toggle panel. I click on it, my terminal will come out, or I could go to my view and just click on terminal and it will still come out. Now I haven't done that. Now we have to initialize Git. Let's paste the code we copied it earlier on and press enter. Now when we press enter, it will tell us initialize empty Git repository, meaning we have initialized the Git for this particular folder. As you can see, it is showing us something like this. Now how do we go about it? The next thing we need to do is to git add minus space full stop. Now when we press that, we have added this particular code. As you can see, it has changed to AA. We have added it, but still yet nothing is showing in our repository. Now what else are we doing? We have to commit it. by saying git commit space minus m. All your commits must have a comment, otherwise it will not work. So for every update you make for your code, you have to commit it. That is, you have to update it and give it a comment. Now you do git commit minus m, then you put column and write the code, maybe the comment rather. Let me say this is my first commit, close it and hit enter. Now it's going to commit everything that we have done here thus far, but we have not linked it to the repository. We have already committed. And remember, we said commit is to save your snapshot, the snapshot of your code, meaning we have saved this snapshot of our code, but where did we store it? We have not put it in a folder where we can store it. Now, how can we do that? Is by using this code here, which is git remote add origin. Let's copy it, come back to this place and paste it here. Now when we paste it, we press enter. Nothing seems to happen. It's just showing us something here, but at the background, it has already connected this particular folder to this repository, which is front end dev 4. Now, I haven't done that. We need to push our code. Now, we have saved it. We have linked the folder on our GitHub to this particular folder. Now, how do we really push our code to the folder? Is by, if I go back there and refresh, you see that nothing is going to happen. Absolutely nothing is going to happen because we have not pushed anything to it. As you can see, it's still brought back to the same way it was before. Now, how do we push it? I can either come here and copy this one, or I'll write it myself, which is git push minus u origin master. We need it on the master branch so that it will appear at the top. Now, when I press enter, I'll give it some time for it to load. Depending on your network, it might load fast, depending on your network. Now, when it is done, it will now tell you the branch has been created, meaning you have successfully pushed this code to our GitHub account. Now, if I go back and refresh, you find out that all my codes are now inside the master branch of my front end dev. Now I can easily click on HTML and I'll see it. These are the codes, this is the image, and so on and so forth. I'll click the about to tell me everything about the about, and the image, there's an image there, and so on and so forth. Now that is because it is the first time I'm linking that repository to this particular folder. Now Debian I've worked, so let me work make a little change just here. Let me come back, let me duplicate this image and make them more than one. Shift. Now I have the image more than one. If I go back to my repository, you find out that, let me click on the index.html, the image here is still one, but in my VS Code here, the image is now more than one, it's now five. Now, how do I push this particular one to my GitHub account? Now, there's no need to go back to the first code which we did git init because we have already initialized it. All we have to start with is git add. So we say git add space full stop or press enter. I've added this particular changes that I've made. How do I know? I'll do git commit minus m. Remember, your commit must always have a comment. You write git commit minus m, then you put your comment. Let me say this is second commit. I press, or sorry, second commit. I'll hit enter. And when I hit enter, to tell me on branch, your branch is up to date. Okay, nothing is working with 3. Now I can easily git push. Now I'm going to git push minus u origin master. Press enter. I'll press enter. Now it's going to load and it said everything is up to date. Let's go and check if we have truly, if everything is now up to date. No, we did not see it. Let's go back. with the previous one. Okay, let me add an H1 here and just write anything there. Save it. Oh, I did not save. I forgot to save. I have saved. I haven't saved. I have to come back here and do git add minus, press enter, git commit minus m. Now I'm going to have added image, press enter. It has shown me that I have one file that has changed and 5 insertion. Remember the first time I did it, it is showing me something like your branch is up to date. Your branch is up to date. The reason is because I haven't duplicated this images. I forgot to save it. Now that I have saved it and I've added H1 and I tried the process again, git add, git commit minus m, and my comment, your comment can be anything. Now because I added image, I've written added image. Now when I press it, it is showing me that this is the comment added image and it's telling me one file change and 5 insertions, meaning I've added 1, 2, 3, 4, including this particular one, five instruction. Now I can now git push again, git push minus u origin master, press enter, and it's going to take time. It will load. If it finish loading, it will tell you done. Then you can go back and refresh. You find out that those images have been added and the H1 too has been added. So if you are doing it for the first time, you have to git init, git add minus git add full stop. Then next one is git commit minus n. Then you write to commit. Then you have to git remote add origin master and with your URL rather. Then you have to git push. But if you have done it before and you want to keep updating, if I make any changes at all for it to take effect, I need to git add. Now let me remove one of those images. Let me remove one of those images. Now the images are now 4. Now I have to do the same process again, which is git add. Oh, sorry, I refuse to save. Let me save it. Control S. Git add minus space, space, full stop. Press enter. Then git commit minus m. What is my comment this time around? One image deleted. I'll press enter. Sorry, not delay, deleted. Now press enter. It will tell me that I have made one file change and one deletion. I've deleted one image. Now the next thing is to git push origin master, press enter. It's going to load and it's going to take the necessary changes, make the necessary changes on our browser. I'll come back here, refresh. As you can see, there are 5 images here, but when I refresh, the images will become 4. And to click for, yeah, you're correct. So that is how you add your codes. Even if I delete everything here, my code will still remain and I can easily fetch them back and get them back. Now that is where we are going to stop for today.